Hello everyone, welcome to new video. Today we are just discussing C programming introduction. Okay, we learn some basic concept and some programming example. This is structure of C program, how to write C program, what is the flow of that, variable variable declaration, assignment statements, and scanf and printf. Okay, so let me start with some basic concept. Okay, suppose like assume that this is one person, this is another person, right? Now this is person 1 and this is person 2. If they want to communicate between each other, okay, that is in bi-direction. This guy can talk with this one and this guy also can talk with this one. Okay, but for communication they both want to use same language, otherwise they not understand what this guy is saying to this guy and what second guy is saying to first guy, correct? So for that we are here communication with hardware. This is our hardware and suppose he is a programmer. Okay, now this is how communication is going on. Okay, you can say here computer. Okay, and this is a programmer. So here computer understand only 0 1 0 1 like that. Okay, and the programmer can use any type of languages. There are so many type of languages there, like C, C++, embedded C, Java, Python. Okay, now programmer know this type of languages, but machine understand only this 0 and 1. Okay, so for converting this language to 0 and 1, the main role is here compiler. We learn in detail about compiler, but I am just giving here introduction to you. Okay, so here what happened, let me remove this arrow. Now this programmer is give code to compiler and the compiler is giving to computer, and whatever how our program is going on, like we giving .c file, .c file we are giving, and this is converted hexadecimal, like 0101 format. Okay, fine, this is the role of compiler. Okay, now we just discussed this is how is going on, like C programming is converted to hexadecimal, then only it is computer understand. Okay, this is a basic concept. Okay, and now we see one example here. Suppose this is I am writing code here, right? This is nothing but header file, We learned this all things in detail, so don't need to worry about today. Here I am saying printf hello world. Here okay, this is my simple program. Now here this is nothing but header file, okay, and this all block from here to here, this all things is in main. We can say this is main is a function that is doing this task, these two tasks. Okay, we learn what is function and how to define what is declaration. All things we learn later. Today I am just giving introduction. So suppose this is a code here. So here what happened, it is compile this line, after that this line. This is line by line compilation. Okay, so this is header file, this is a main function, is doing these two instructions. Okay, so let me write code here. I will show. Okay, so let me create one directory for you. This mkdir is nothing but command for creating directory in Linux. Okay, I hope you are learning that also. Okay, now say hello world. This is nothing but file name. We learn what all things like why return 0 and why this header file is required. We learn that all things. This is main function, and function is starting with this parenthesis and over with parenthesis. We require parenthesis. Okay, this is printf function, this is also function. You can see this is parenthesis. Okay, so this printf is also function to print some data. Here data is hello world and this is return 0. Okay, so I writing like this. See, you can see I am this header file, this main, this is nothing but comments. If you want to pass comments, you can use this. This is single line comments. That means for my understand I am writing this. It is not convert into 0 1 like a machine understandable code. Okay, this is for my understanding purpose. Like suppose I am doing some task in my function. Suppose this is my code. Okay, in this code some data is there, some instruction is there. Okay, I am writing that code. Now suppose after 2 months or 3 months I don't know like exactly what I am doing there. So that is the reason we require here comments line. So we can write, okay, this code is for this particular task, like that we can write. we are writing this code for this task, and what is this doing this task. So description we can say, this all description we are writing in comment line. This is nothing but single line comments. If I want double line comments, like multiple line comments, see, it is starting like this. This is multi line comments. This is first C program. Okay, and we write date, which date we created, 10/2/2024, created by my name. After that, version we can say. In mobile you can see version like WhatsApp release version, and that version what they are changing, they mentioning all that things. So this we can say 1.0, and we stop. So if some another programmer is read this code, he can understand, okay, what we are doing, what is the version, and you can write here description also. This is first C program, so programmer can understand, okay, this is the first C program, like basic is there, like that. Okay, so now let me compile this program. You can see here hello world. Okay, this is nothing but just basic introduction of few. This is first example we can say. Now I give you basic introduction. Okay, like for communication what we are doing here, and this compiler is converting code, like that. We see that example also. Structure is nothing but the flow of code. See here header file, after header file some main function, in main function some instruction. This is nothing but structure of C programming. Okay, now variable and variable declaration statements we see. Okay, suppose I printed hello world here, right? This hello world I printed. Now I want to print some values. Okay, for that we say one variable. We learn in detail these things. Okay, like data types, we learn data types. At that time I will explain in details. Okay, right now only I am giving just examples. This is my flow, but here integer x is there, is equal to 10. I am giving here 10. Okay, so now my x is 10. Now I want to print this x. So printf %d y %d we learn later, and simply x. Okay, so here what happened, this slash n is nothing but new line. After printing this 10, this x value, we going to new line. You can see here, after printing hello world I am using here slash n, so my new line is here. If suppose I am not using, I will show that also. Suppose I remove, you can see my output how is going. See, after hello world my this new line is started for terminal. Okay, but it is not looking good. I want that it is starting with new line. Okay, like this. So that is the reason we are using here slash n. So this is the code. Now I simply copy here variable. For paste in Linux, I will teach this type of things also to you. It's not only C language, okay? For copy in terminal, Control plus Shift plus C for copy purpose. For paste in terminal, I am talking about here. Terminal means Linux terminal, okay? Using this command, you can like simply, if you want to copy here, like in this journal, you can simply Control C is working here, but in terminal Control C is not working. I will show you. This is I am pasting here Control C. Wait, only this instruction I am copy. Okay, and if I want to paste here, you can see this previous one what I copied, that only is pasting here. Okay, now I am using Control Shift C, and now I am pasting Control V only. See, so in terminal this is the command for copy and paste. Okay, now let me compile this code. You can see here printing 10. Okay, this is how variable is working. Okay, so variable, and this is we say declaration, and assignment statements also done. Printf is done, scanf we learn. This is nothing but assignment. This is assignment. This is assignment. Assignment is operator, one type of. We learn in detail, no problem. And this is called variable declaration or initialization, you can say. What is declaration, initialization, we learn in detail, no problem. Today is just basic only. Okay, so now scanf we use. Printf we understand, like okay, this value is printing using printf, this hello world is printing. Okay, now suppose my requirement is on this code, okay, this is my previous code. Okay, let me copy from here. Same Control Shift C, and pasting here means Control V. Fine. So now here I am not giving 10, only X. This is called variable declaration. I declare variable but not assign. Like initialization is not done. 10 value is not giving. This is not any value, just declaration. Okay, so this is the difference between declaration and initialization. Fine. Now here I am using scanf %d n%. Like this is nothing but we can say n% of X. Now after this printf and printing X value. Okay, this is my code. We can say this is nothing but scanf. We give here file name is scanf. Done. Now before going to compile, I will say how it is working. So scanf is for input, printf is for output. So this is suppose my scanf, this is printf, and here is the concept of buffer. Okay, suppose this is scanf, printf, and this is my buffer. What is buffer we learn later. Suppose understand that scanf is collecting data from buffer, means whatever buffer data is there is collect by scanf, and if I want to printf is going to buffer, like that. In previous example here x is equal to 10 and printf x means I am giving here this 10, so it is going in buffer, and from buffer it is printing on my screen terminal. So you can say here this is my output. Okay, so this is my output screen, you can say screen. It is printing in screen here hello world and all things. Okay, so from this 10 is going here 10. Okay, now this scanf is waiting for data. Suppose it is 10 is not there, is empty. Okay, so it is waiting. Here I am using scanf. Scanf one means from buffer it is going to scanf, like collecting data input. Now in screen I am writing suppose 10, so that 10 is not storing in buffer only. From buffer it is going in scanf, and that scanf what is doing, whatever data is there is assigned to x. So after this instruction x is equal to 10, like this. I am giving here buffer 10, that's why it is 10. Suppose I am giving here 11, so this is also 11, and here also 11. So this is we not initialize. Okay, here we are initialize, we are only declaration, but after that we are assigning some value, this assignment operator. Okay, and then we are printing x. So this is how scanf is working. Suppose I give 50, is printing 50. Okay, see it is 50-50 is not looking good, like what is that we not understanding. So for that reason what I am saying, printf enter x value. Okay, after entering x value, x is equal to see enter x value and waiting there, and I am entering 50, so x is equal to 50. You can observe like this is looking good or this one. So user understandable format is also required. User can understand what I need to do. In previous code, if I comment this, see his cursor is waiting, but I am not writing the code. Okay, now I am as a user I am using this executable file, so I don't know what to enter. Okay, so that is the reason I want to say here enter x value. So okay, user understand, okay, I need to enter this x value, and after that x value is assigning as x is equal to 1, like that. So this is today all about some basic concept of C programming. I hope you are understand this concept. Okay, and in next video I will teach detail about compiler processes. Okay, so we meet in new video for these topics, and this topic is very important. Okay, like how my code is converted and what is going on, you can learn in this compiler processes stages, we can say. Okay, and if you want to practice this code, you can practice. Otherwise, wait for some few days. After compilation done, we learn data types. In data types we have so many examples, and after that function, loops, and all concept is there. I will teach all, no problem. This today is only for basic. Okay, thank you so much.